What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the adult. Alright, man, look. Alright, man, look.
We've got
merch. So Dilian Whyte has failed the UKAD drug testing for more than one banned substances 3 days prior to the Oscar Rivas fight. Now, the commission allowed Dilian Whyte to go ahead with the fight. Why? Because they only got the results from the A sample, and it is the B sample that confirms the results. Now, they didn't receive the B sample yet, but the probability of the B sample being any different than the A sample is extremely low. So, we can report with confidence that Dilian Whyte, he cheated in preparation for the Oscar Rivas fight. Now, why did Dilian Whyte feel that he had to use banned substances to prepare for Oscar Rivas? Now, we all know that Dilian Whyte was very determined to be the WBC mandatory for the winner between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. He wasn't alone in that fact. It was Eddie Hearn as well who was very, very determined for Dilian Whyte to be the WBC mandatory. It was Eddie Hearn who threatened a lawsuit against the Sullivan family and the WBC. Now, did Dilian Whyte have to take banned substances to prepare for Oscar Rivas? By looking at the 9th round, yes he did. Look at how Oscar Rivas walked Dilian Whyte down, catches him with a fantastic uppercut. What did Dilian Whyte do? He popped right back up. Listen to what the commentary says about Dilian Whyte's recovery.
Seems to be fine on that. Eyes look clear. Eyes look clear.
Now, 2 things happened here. Dilian Whyte, he was able to recover immediately after that sensational uppercut. And he was also able to fight Oscar Rivas off of him. Now, when I was calling that fight live, I couldn't help but to notice that Dilian Whyte displayed a huge amount of courage and heart. What I didn't know was that Dilian Whyte's heart was that of a coward, shielded by PEDs. I told you guys before that your chin can also be mental. Him fighting back reminded me of Margarito versus Cotto. How Margarito knew that he had an edge. And he was walking through all of Cotto's shots. All these Cotto shots from round 1 to 11. Hellacious shots that was right on target. Margarito walked right through him, knowing that he had an edge. See, his hands were illegally wrapped. So he knew that his punches were going to eventually knock down Cotto. He was going to walk through everything Cotto had to knock him down. But immediately after that fight, when he fought Sugar Shane Mosley and he was caught with those illegal wraps, it was Margarito who displayed a crack in his chin when Sugar Shane Mosley knocked him out in the 9th round. Now, with Dilian Whyte knowing that he failed the drug test, take a listen to what he said to Beyond the Gloves.
Same as always, you know me, I'm in the game to fight. I fight anyone. I don't care, you know. I'm a soldier in life, in spirit, in everything, you know what I mean?
Oh, really? Now, check out what he said about Deontay Wilder.
Do you have a message back for him?
Suck these nuts. That's it.
Pause. Now, here's what Deontay Wilder had to say as a reaction to Dilian Whyte failing the drug test. Now, here you have a fighter that has been recently reported of taking PEDs. You mean to tell me I'm editing this video and they may give that dude a 4-year suspension? How old is he, 31? That boy's career is done. In fact, it was said that he had over more than one substance in his body. This fighter has been caught before using PEDs. So this is his 2nd attempt. This shit has to stop. The bleeding has to stop somewhere. We just had a fighter to fucking die in the ring because of taking too many blows to the head, and you have idiots like Dilian Whyte want to cheat just to come up in his career because he's not good enough to do it alone. Now, Deontay Wilder, he isn't the only one that feels this way. Eddie Hearn, he shares his sentiments. Listen to what Eddie Hearn had to say to IFL TV about Big Baby Miller.
You know what, it makes me sick that someone would go to those lengths in a fight. People have died in the ring.
Eddie Hearn, you're right. And I hope you have the same energy when it comes to your fighter, Dilian Whyte. Let me know what you all think about Dilian Whyte failing the drug test and ShowBizz the adult. Hey man, Eddie Hearn, he's had a bad year, man.
Listen to ShowBizz.
I'm out.
Boxing. What's better?